The political natak in Karnataka took a new twist today after two independent MLAs supporting the coalition government of the Congress and the JDS withdrew their support and declared support for the BJP, leaving the two ruling parties red-faced. The development comes just a day after Karnataka Minister and senior Congress leader DK Shiv Kumar alleged that the BJP was trying to poach some of its MLAs. Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy had refuted the Congress's claims, saying that there was no threat to the government in any way.
I would like to bring to your kind attention that I am withdrawing my support extended to the coalition government of Karnataka, aided by Congress and JDS parties.
ये संक्रांति के दिन में बदलावन चाहिए सरकार में, ये अच्छा तरफ से सरकार होना चाहिए, इसलिए मैं क्या सपोर्ट किया, वो सपोर्ट को मैं विड्रा कर रहे आज.
And India beat Australia by 6 wickets to win the second ODI at Adelaide, and Sumit, what a match it was.
Yes, it was a good match. First, India has levelled the series. 3-match ODI series is now levelled at 1-1 with the final ODI to go. And the bright spots were Virat Kohli back to his usual stuff of scoring centuries, and most importantly, Mahendra Singh Dhoni is back among runs. And the thing is, run a ball 55 he has scored. And again, the vintage Dhoni, he finished the match with a 6.
गंगा तेरा पानी अमृत झरझर बहता जाए, युग युग से इस देश की धरती तुझसे जीवन पाए. Chants of Har Har Gange roared in Prayagraj today as the 49-day long Kumbh Mela kicked off at Sangam. Lakhs of devotees and sadhus congregated at Sangam for the ritual dip in the holy Ganga. Devotees braved the cold weather to take a dip in the icy water as they reached the Kumbh Nagari, which witnessed a huge rush of people from faraway lands as early as 4 a.m. in the morning. Union Minister Smriti Irani was one of the first political leaders to take a dip in the water early morning.
कुंभ का आगाज हो चुका है. नागा बाबाओं के शाही स्नान के साथ इसका शुरुआत हुआ है और करीब 14 अखाड़ा ने इसमें हिस्सा लिया, जिसमें सबसे पहले निर्वाणी अखाड़ा के स्नान, शाही स्नान से इसकी शुरुआत किया जाता है और अब 50 दिनों तक ये कुंभ का मेला चलता रहेगा.
Kanaka Durga, one of the first two women of the forbidden age group who had entered the Sabrimala temple on the 2nd of January, was attacked by her mother-in-law with a wooden plank after she returned home today. Kanaka Durga sustained a head injury and is undergoing treatment at a hospital. After Kanaka Durga reached home today morning, her mother-in-law refused to let her inside the house as she was against her entering the Sabrimala temple. After a verbal scuffle between the two, the mother-in-law then beat her with a wooden plank on her head. The police, who were in the vicinity to ensure Kanaka's safety, immediately rushed her to the hospital. Irony is, Kanaka Durga was living at an undisclosed location for the past 2 weeks because she was facing threats after she entered the Sabrimala temple. But the moment she returned home, she was attacked by somebody who was family. The controversy surrounding the ouster of former CBI chief Alok Verma refuses to die down. Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge, the only dissenter in the high-powered committee that ousted Verma, wrote to Prime Minister Narendra Modi today asking him to release the findings of the CVC, the Justice A.K. Patnaik's report and the minutes of the 10th January meeting of the committee in public domain. Verma was transferred from the post of the CBI director by a committee that comprised of PM Modi, Justice A.K. Sikri and Kharge just 2 days after the Supreme Court had reinstated him. And while the committee was well within its powers to transfer Verma from the post of the director soon after the Supreme Court reinstated him, there are still some unanswered questions there, and for that we have our legal editor Vakasha Sachdev joining us. Vakasha, so there is a lot of ambiguity around Verma being transferred soon after being reinstated by the Supreme Court.
From start to finish, you have questions about did the centre actually even get legal advice from the Attorney General before taking this action, because what they did by sort of removing him without that committee's previous consent back in October was itself a problem. They should have known it was a problem. Then we've seen the delays in the way the Supreme Court conducted the hearing. It's unnecessarily conducted that CVC inquiry when they knew what the limited question was about whether the court, whether the government had the authority or not. And now after that, when we come to the high-powered committee, it's now very clear that they did not have access to Justice Patnaik's report. And Justice Patnaik had been appointed by the Supreme Court to be the supervisor of the CVC inquiry. And yet, even though the CVC inquiry report is what's been used to finally remove Verma, the person who was supervising it and said there was no actual evidence, there were problems, some issues with the irregularities in the way things were conducted, he's not been heard by the high-powered committee. So there's a big question mark over about the decision-making.
Me the change. The Queen's campaign for first-time women voters and achievers told the stories of multiple women who had broken the glass ceiling. On Thursday, 17 January, these women will be honored, and you can catch the event live on the Queen's website. Do you know of a young woman achiever? Somebody who has made a difference in the lives of others. Somebody who has brought about a change in the society. It can be your friend, your sister, or it could even be you. Then you can nominate her. Just fill this form on the website and we'll take care of the rest. क्योंकि अब नारी की बारी है. For more news and updates, log into our website thequint.com and also like, share and subscribe.